We've got Joyce and Patty and Ruth and Corky and Dottie and
The one that's waiting.
What's your name?
and what's your name?
My name's Corey, I think.
Corey.
I'll let you know at the end of the
And Joan.
session.
Oh, okay.
I can blame my stroke for this.
Right, might as well.
I wouldn't blame old age anymore.
For old age, for not knowing people's ages. But welcome to CCL this
So
morning.
I'm ringing this around.
And so you can see who's in the this morning. And yeah, there's so much. We thank you. To make an announcement.
I did not see those.
This what's coming up is next Sunday. We're going to have a board meeting.
Did you go out?
You're all invited to stay after church for the board meeting. And we're going to be talking about what we're going to be doing with CCL. Everybody's invited. It's an open board meeting. So if you want to stay until next week, that's fine.
Use the same link for the board meeting, and I like to keep things simple.
Yes, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be mentioning one or maybe even two new board members that we're going to be asking to join.
Two new ones.
So we just
Do you know
are
who
so
you are?
excited about it. Well, no, one does, but yeah.
Oh, the other one doesn't know who she is.
Well, we know it's a she now.
Yeah, a clue.
So anyway, I'm just kind of wrapping this morning because people are coming in a little bit later. For those of you
Well,
who
we don't even know if Songbird is planning to show up. So
but for those of you who went to Tom's birthday party yesterday, I want to thank Corey for all her cooking that she did for us.
Wonderful food.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Corey, for doing it. And Janet for being there and welcoming people, and that was
and
wonderful.
Patty and Joyce for bringing it to us.
And then Patty and Joyce brought leftovers home at midnight last night. We were hungry.
Yeah, I sent you my watermelon, Dottie.
Oh, it was delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was great.
She ate that first thing.
Yeah, thank you so much, very much. And anybody else have any announcements they'd like to make?
Well, we have our speaker series.
Yes.
We had an amazing speaker series last week with the mysticism, Jewish mysticism and the Kabbalah, and it went great, and I thank you all for coming.
That's interesting.
It was very insightful. And for our next speaker series, we are going to have our Reverend Corry Gott. And we're so excited. She's going to talk about spiritual and psychic protection, and also a little bit about Ebert, earthbound entity release techniques. So please join us. Join us for the speaker series. It's always the second Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's all via Zoom.
And Chris's talk has been recorded.
Yes.
And will be available, and it's pretty compact.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to listen to it in 10-minute segments.
Yeah.
Because it was interesting and educational and very, I'll say, very packed with information.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's worth listening to just to follow how she takes it from the earliest alphabets and into spirituality as we know it.
Yeah.
So it was fascinating.
Yeah.
But you might want to try 10 minutes at a time.
I agree, Joan, because it's so dense with information.
Yeah, you want to get the information, then you want to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be up by Wednesday. I have to finish it, so.
Yeah.
So Sean will be here next week.
I
Sean,
did put a number of breaks in there.
Huh?
What, Chris?
I said I did put a number of breaks in there.
Yes, I noticed. I just have to put beginning and ending stuff and cut out any statics and stuff like that. I just go through.
I'm teasing about it. I knew that it was dense, so I put in some breathers.
I know. But neither of them have potty breaks. I noticed that. Yeah, you just gave them a break, but no potty breaks. I saw that.
and I want to thank all these people that are new on here. Ronnie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yay, Ronnie.
And Chris, thank you for being here.
Yes.
And I thought I saw our friend. Okay, yeah, but I think everybody else has been here a couple of times before, so we're glad to have you here.
Oh,
Yes.
you know, I'm following along with the idea of music in our lives, and I noticed that they're going to be doing the Sound of Music in Saratoga this fall. So you might want to look that up. Who can help but love the Sound of Music?
Right.
It is such a delightful play, wonderful movie, and of course we all remember Julie Andrews being so spectacular. But just to put music in your life, this is one way to do it, is to go to shows like the Sound of Music, an all-time favorite. Last time I went to the one with If I Knew a Rich Man.
Oh, Fiddler on the Roof?
Fiddler on the Roof, and just loved it. So I'm going to encourage you to watch for Sound of Music.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Songbirds
And
here.
Songbirds here.
Oh, right, we can start now.
Well, she brought food.
We have food today.
We have food, we have lots of people, and we have food, so that's a wonderful combination. And, anybody else have anything they want to say? But start the day?
Oh, can I make one announcement?
Yes,
For UCM?
yeah.
There'll be you reminded me by having your open board meeting. We're having a UCM open board meeting August 2nd. I will put out the link and the notes. So
Okay.
that's open to all UCM members. Okay, so,
Okay,
yeah, thank you for reminding
and
me.
our open board meeting is open to everybody. It's,
Well, I have a
and
policy.
yes, Stephen, you have a question?
Yes, could you remind us where the speaker series videos are? Are they on UCM or CCM website? Sorry, swallowed my coffee wrongly.
They're on the UCM website at the bottom. Use the YouTube clip, and it'll take you to all the videos are available to everyone. You know, so I think I have it set up so you can download it. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, it's easy to get there then. Thank you.
So Lynn has her hand up.
Yes,
Oh,
Lynn?
yeah, just if any of you are writers, I am teaching Zoom on Tuesday mornings for writers if you want to collect your memoir. And Joyce Brown has agreed to be a guest speaker. So just to let you know.
And then, is this on Zoom, Lynn?
It's through Los Gatos, Saratoga Recreation, and I'll also post my phone number. It's on Zoom.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Tuesday mornings, and we have an intimate group, but we get so connected that afterwards I go and wash my hands. I think I've been in a group. But there are no germs over Zoom, so it can be lots of fun.
Wonderful.
And I've attended her group. It's thoughtful, it's insightful, and it's helpful to go forward if you are thinking of doing some writing.
Good.
Yeah, Joan is underway along now on her own with her latest book, and it was really a delight to have her when she pops in for sessions.
Thank you for sharing. That's wonderful to hear.
Any birthdays?
Any birthdays that we have coming up this week? I swear, nobody gets older in this group. It's amazing.
We're gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever.
Okay.
And ever, and ever.
Okay, so we have Mel's on. And you know, do you heard that Sean's gonna be here next week?
Yeah, Sean will be here next week.
Mel
And,
B.
okay, and next week, as I said, we're gonna have a board meeting at 11:30. So just come for church, stay a little bit later, have food, talk to our people, and then we'll go right into the board meeting. Okay? Now, I'd like to introduce our speaker.
Oh.
Our
Those-
speaker
Okay.
is president of UCM. She is busy a lot of the time. She has a lot of things going on in her life, and I'm so excited to have her here this morning because usually she's busy on Sundays, and so I don't know what she did to give up its working, but we're glad she's here. And I forget what you're gonna be talking about.
Freedom.
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 Freedom, wonderful. So please welcome Corry Gott.
Okay.
Thank you. And I got off this weekend because of Tom's birthday. Just so you know.
Oh, great.
'Cause I was cooking there and I'm like, oh, I got that Sunday free now.
Good.
Thank you, everybody. First, I see everybody up on screen. Thank you for this opportunity, Donnie. I really appreciate that. You know, I don't get this opportunity often, as you all know, because I am running my butt off. But I still have hair on my head, so I haven't pulled it out yet. We're still safe. Yeah.
Can everybody hear all right?
I can speak up, honestly.
Can everybody hear
I'm
her
using my
okay?
inside
You're a
voice,
little bit
not my
quiet.
outside voice.
It's a little bit quiet?
All right, I'll speak up.
Do you
No
wanna-
problem.
Should we move the camera closer to you? The mic is right down there on the,
On the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Well, while she's doing that,
Okay.
I want to mention something I'm going to be doing this week. On Wednesday, Stephen is going to come over and give me harmonica lessons.
yay!
I am so excited. I've been telling everybody, I'm going to learn to play the harmonica. And they all look at me and say, Dottie,
Why?
you're tone deaf. I said, that's why it's going to be the harmonica. Thank you, Stephen. I'm looking forward to Wednesday.
That's good.
It'll take 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
All right, everyone, thank you again. Just so I'm gonna be really clear, I'm not here speaking as UCM president. I am speaking as Corry Gott, because this is my beliefs, my system. It belongs to me, as each of yours belongs to you. So let's take that equation out. And because of UCM, we have this opportunity in our lives to speak our beliefs, to express our beliefs without fear of repercussions and judgments. So I thank UCM for that opportunity. All right. You know, one of the things today, I mentioned freedom. This is not about the way the country is. This is not about politics. This is about each and every one of your individual freedom in your soul. All right, this is not, so let's take the external out of the equation right now, all right? So we're going to start off with a parable most of us know, all right? A man is caught in a flood and forced to climb under the roof of his house. Prays to God for rescue. As the flood waters rise, a neighbor in a rowboat offers him a ride to safety, but the man refuses, saying he's waiting for God to rescue him. A little later, a motorboat arrives, and the offer is repeated, and the same result. Then a helicopter shows up, lowers the ladder. He said, no, waiting for God to save me. Okay. Well, you all know the story. He dies. He drowns in a flood. He gets up to God and says, well, how come you didn't save me? And what does God tell him?
I sent you a helicopter.
A helicopter, a rowboat, and a neighbor, and a neighbor, yeah, motorboat, rowboat, and
Helicopter.
yeah, but it's about you. Okay? This is not about God. This is about you and your decisions and your willingness to be open to making good decisions regarding your spiritual self. Now, this story is about a human, and they lost a human life. But he wasn't trusting his spiritual self. He wanted something that was more tangible, more visual, and that doesn't work in our world.
You know, can I interrupt you for a moment? Could we have
Janet do meditation?
Do a meditation based on that?
Okay.
Based on what you would do if you knew that you were going to be swallowed up by water. What would you do? Okay, can you do that?
Sure.
I like it.
Janet can do anything.
Oh.
Yay,
Yay,
Janet.
Janet.
Woo, here we go, Janet.
It's just usually the normal order of services. I usually sing before the speakers.
I know, and
So I thought, well,
I just thought
maybe
things changed.
Well,
This is
that's
live.
such a wonderful thing to meditate on.
Absolutely.
So let's do it. Let's meditate on it, my friends. Just allow yourself to sink into that moment. of where you are responsible for you. And just let it settle in your body. You have that power and that ability to make your own decisions, and to trust and to know that you are being held by a greater power. But it is your agency. It is your choice what you do with that spiritual energy. And so let it settle into your body. I am me. And I have the power to be the very best I can be. I take ownership. I take responsibility, and I also revel in the freedom that I have to make my choice to be fully myself. So if I'm at the moment of my death or a great transition, what will I choose? Will I actively create my own reality? Will I take responsibility for myself and my own well-being, while also giving thanks to the greater energies that surround me? So just let yourself sit with you in your heart, which is the center of your body. Just allow yourself to be with that moment, your freedom and yourself, because no one else can bring what you bring. No one else can offer that up. You are the one that we need. And so sit with your you-ness. Allow yourself to be present to you. Just be with you right now. I am me. You are you. And we both stand on the edge of the cliff. Oh, and will we open up our arms and take wing and fly, fly, fly to our destiny. And it shines, 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 and I know I am here to be me. Oh, and we live in the hope that we live. And
just did the whole talk. I don't have to do anything. I'm cool, man.
I've been.
Thank you, Janet. You really
That
did
was
a great
great.
job.
Thank you, man.
Love you, baby. Oh, that's on camera. Okay.
That's okay, we're a loving group,
We
right?
are, we absolutely are. Oh, man, all right, so, she answered most of that, I can jump right down to here. Seriously, what I was trying to get to, and I'm still gonna go to, is free will, okay? So, most of us been taught that we're given free will, we're taught that as children. Whatever spiritual group you belong to, be it Christianity or not, you have a free will. But you're never told how to use it. All right. They don't give us the tools. They give us the tools in the human mind, but not in the heart soul. So we're given, you have a free will to make this choice, that choice from the mind. This is about the heart. So thank you, Jen, because you took everybody to the heart. I feel the energy shift, and that is absolutely fabulous. All right. So we follow, what is free will? Free will is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been debated by philosophers, theologians, and scientists for centuries. And what did that just tell us? Absolutely nothing. Because everything gets debated, everybody gets thought about. So, but what does it mean to you? What does your free will mean to you as individuals? You're responsible for yourself. As Jan said in the song, we're responsible for us. And what occurs right here, not what occurs out here. So your freedom is not about what we can attain through anything but our soul. Your meditations, your work in consciousness, and things of that nature. And at the same time, no buts, and at the same time, how many people feel that they're not in control of their own lives? Because you're told you aren't. And you're told by other organizations that you're not in control. Somebody else is in control. And who is that somebody else? Who do they give you? So earlier this morning, someone says everybody, uses Jesus. Everybody uses God. But before I get there, let me just preface this, that I believe that there is a creator, a God, a source, universe, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's and I'm going to use this from my hair, it's your God, whatever your God says. Okay, that's how you want to work with that. So I want to, when somebody says to me, it's God's will, or it's God's plan, I want to shout at them. I really just want to take and shake them, and of course I don't, because they're giving up their control. They've given up their freedom of choice. Because they no longer take it to their soul and look at it. They say, oh, whatever happens, it's God's will, it's God's choice. It's not. God is here for every single one of you, but to guide you, not to tell you what to do. Jesus didn't come to earth to tell you what to do, but to show you how to live your life. Over time, since history, as we have it recorded, people have lost that ability, and we're getting it back. So if you look at history, back days of the Romans, even before that, people started telling people what to do and how to believe. At that point in time, we as humans, because remember, we're spiritual beings in a human body, all right? The body goes away, the spirit stays behind, all right? It goes with us. It is us. And it's out here, it's not here. But back in time, they started wanting you to shrink and shrink and shrink your energy back in. Look at the world today. That's our freedom. Your true freedom is pushing your energy back out and making decisions for yourself and how you live in life. Not how society says you need to live in life. Not how the government, not how another religious organization or any organization tell you how to live. Now, yes, we do need to follow laws and rules, okay, guys? That's a given. Can you imagine everybody on the highway driving the way they wanted to? Just think about it. They do it already. Can you imagine if the law lets up? So, yeah, it is about you, and so much of us lives in the external world that we're losing. We're losing who we are. We're losing our own decision process. Every time we do a meditation, most people make a change of some way, a little bit slightest change. Every time somebody works on their consciousness, on their divine consciousness, on growing, they take back their control because it belongs to them. They learn something new. They learn how to say, that's not what I want. They learn how to say, I don't care what anybody else here says. My heart and my soul says, I need to heal this. I need to grow. I need to be. That's your freedom. That's the only freedom that really needs to matter. Because as humans, we don't stay around very long. As spiritual energies, we stay around a long time. And we have help. We have help in this world. I believe, and a lot of people I know do believe, that before we come to Earth, we create our families, that we come here. And I don't mean families as far as biological, but anybody ever have somebody step in their life in a moment in time when you needed them and then they go away?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Right? That's your family that you created before you got here. Okay? That's what you need to recognize and learn and be grateful for. Not what somebody else says. Not your biological family says do it this way or do it that way. You need to take that step back and take a look at you. Go to your heart center. Go to your energy. Get out of your head. I'm always good about telling people get out of their heads because your head is very limiting. We cannot stretch our own minds, but we can push our own heart. The difference. Think about it. Somebody's pulling your head so you have more space at your brain so you can learn something new. Teachers do it all the time. That's what they do. That's their job. Their job is to expand your mind. Who's expanding your soul? Who's expanding your heart? You are. You have to learn to do the push. And you do that through working your divine consciousness. So we can push out and gather in and push out. Remove some of the externals. Push out. Do it every time. And it's also learning to accept that it's okay to do that. That's, again, your freedom. We are not taught. Growing up, we're taught society, we're taught a lot of stuff. And religions try to help, but they're limiting also. This is all you. Learning who you are. Take what you've learned and pull it to your soul and see if it fits. If you're concerned about making a decision, trust your intuition. That is the greatest gift that every human has, is intuition, a gut feeling. I don't care what you call it. But when you're looking at you, do I need to heal this? Do I need to work on that? Do I need to do certain things to make myself better in this world, in my world, not in the physical world, but in my world? Because that is, you're the only one that can exist in that world. It's your energy. That belongs to you. But how big are you going to make it, or how small are you going to keep it? It is all, and again, choice. It's your freedom. You can do it any way you need to do it. And that's important. That's really, really important to take that in. Most of you know me, some of you don't. I always call myself Prapiapet, Roy Pain in the Ass, because I say what I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. But I learned that by working on me. Because I'm not here to please the world. If you like me, fine. If you don't like me, fine. It's not about that. It's about how do I grow? How do I become better at my energy? Not at my I can't use the word consciousness again. Conscious level. It's a different word. But in the thought process versus the heart. Now, growing up, I grew up in the head because that's the only thing I had to work with. And we all, because that's how we managed in this world. That's how we got here today. That's how we found UCM, people. Okay? or CCL, UCM, the thought process, the concept of allowing us to have the freedom of being who we are without judgment. You know, and does it happen? We're only human beings. Yes, it does happen, and it's okay if we get through it. But overall, the people in this group, they accept you for who you are. But do you accept you for who you are? How many of you go home at night, you know, before you go to sleep? Yeah, we give our gratitudes, but do you really recount your day, but not from the head? Oh, I did this today, I did that day. You do, I felt this today. What does that mean? I felt that today. Do I need to work on that? How do I change my heart and soul? That's the freedom I look at. The rest of it is going away because we're not in control. It's not up to us. Right now in the universe as the world is today, we definitely aren't in control. But that's not, I'm not talking about US, I'm talking about the world as a whole. How humans are making a shift. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be following that one path that everybody says is what you should do? Or are you going to step out and be who you are, who your energetic self is, what you came here to be? Not to human form, but the energy form. Right? Does that work?
Yes.
Cool. I am going to close it. I don't even know what the time it is.
Oh, you got almost half an hour left.
I didn't come prepared to talk that long.
We usually let people talk, we have a Q&A.
We'll make comments.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
How's that?
Yeah.
Do I have to listen to the comments? That's all I want to know.
It's okay, we'll switch the camera over to
Oh,
Dolly then, how's that?
so you won't see my face then. I'm playing. This is a serious topic, and I don't like to make it so serious and end on, you know, that note. I like to have fun, you know, and if I can't have fun, then I'm going home. How's that?
That's fair. Okay, I guess we've been warned.
Oh, I can't go home. Jan has the keys. Oh, I tell you.
Hey, you're stuck.
I am. You know, so the other thing is, you know, do you remove yourself from the chaos of the world and work on you? Or do you get yourself, and I find myself doing this, do we get stuck up in the chaos?
Oh, sure.
And then do we forget to work on us? Because our safety is us. Our comfort level is us. Okay? Our freedom is having that choice to go there and be. You know, it's not necessarily anything else. You just gotta trust you, you know? So, you know, what is your priority in life? Is it you? Or is it out there? You know, and I'm not talking about spouses, I'm not talking about close relationships, okay? That's in a human form. Because your energy has to meet your relationships of any kind. You know, so you still need to work on that energy to build that relationship regardless. Absolutely regardless. Yeah. And some of it is that relationship has to go away. And I'm not talking about tight relationships like that, you know, marriage relations. I'm talking about, I met you yesterday, do I keep you tomorrow? Are you good for my soul? You know, we meet people every day that are good for our heads. They're intellectuals. We want to talk to them. We want to learn this. We want to learn that. Do you keep the person that is teaching your soul by challenging you to be a better person, to be more of who you are and what you decided to do before you came here? Do you do that? I don't know.
We'll try to.
Well, and sometimes it's family members that really challenge you. My one daughter is quite emotional, and it disturbs me and makes me uncomfortable. And I have to sit back and say, oh, well, that's her path, and just love her anyway. But she can cry so easily. She gets too hot, she cries. She gets hungry, she cries. I'm not talking about a little kid, although she did that when she was a little kid. But I'm talking about
I know.
my daughter who's retirement age, okay? And her dad used to have her visit after we got a divorce. And he'd say, I don't know what to do with her. She cries all the time. I said, yeah, I know, you just have to go on. But it's part of loving her in spite of this thing, this emotional, what I consider an improper emotional outburst of crying over little things. But loving a part of your family that maybe makes you uncomfortable is part of what the lesson of being here is about. Would you agree, Corey?
Somewhat,
Somewhat.
okay?
Yeah.
Because you did a lot of pushing away from you. You didn't go to how you were gonna deal with it. You said it's her journey. It's also your journey. So how do you, it affects you in some way or another. How do you address that to help you? Because the only way you help her is by helping yourself, okay? And that's part of the talk, is helping. You can't help another person in any way, shape, or form until you help yourself. You have to be healthy, you know? It's an old adage, but it's reality, you know? And her crying means she needs some healing somewhere, but it's not your job to figure it out, you know? And unfortunately, you have to live with it. And how do you protect yourself and take care of her? So it's not a one-way street where it's just the other person. You always have to turn around and go, but why does it hurt my feelings? Why does it affect me? And I had the same issue with my brother, but he didn't cry all the time, unless I was beating on him, then he would cry. You know? But it's the same thing, you know? It's like, we want to help them, and we're trying to give them space. Don't forget about you. The freedom here is you, okay? They're doing their own. They have to do the same work. And you cannot do it for them, all right? You can guide them. You can help them along. You can give them tools, like, you know, meditation and song and things of that nature that comfort people. But they have to do the work. They absolutely have to do the work. So the challenge for all of you is who does challenge you. Not in the human form of things of that, but who challenges your heart? Who hurts it that makes you go, huh, and why did that bother me? I'm very good at that, okay? I'm a reactionary person, as most of you know, okay? I react before I think. I'm still reacting before I think, okay? But now the thought process is not in the head. It's, why does that bother me? Why is that getting on my nerves? What's going on in here that I can fix so that doesn't affect me? Otherwise, that is still going to affect me, and it has for, how old am I, 72? 72 years, okay? So, I mean, if it affects me that way, then maybe I have to fix it.
Well, it's like in the book, The Irrational Man, where it's not good or bad. The point is to stay even and not be affected by the good and the bad.
But how do we not be affected?
I have no idea. I'm a Cancer. I have no idea how.
That's why I'm saying, go to you, go to your soul, go to your heart. Find out what bothers you. Why does it bother? How can you heal? Because you only can heal you. That's all you can do. You can only heal you. You know, so how do you heal here? Then you can say, I understand it's your journey, and here's my compassion and my love, but not just from the parent or sibling or friend, but truly from your whole energy. It's this big. Well, it's actually bigger than that, but I can't get my arms that far.
So Stephen says in a plane where the in the plane where the masks. Stephen, why don't you say that? Marks drop, get.
In a plane, when the masks drop.
Oh, thank you. I don't have my reading glasses on. So
Yeah, you can help anybody if you're unconscious.
What'd you say? Say it again.
You do your own mask on first.
Yeah.
Then you help others. You can't help them if you're unconscious.
That's
Right.
correct.
Right, okay.
It's the airplane analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you put your mask on. That is correct. And that is so true in human form as well, okay? And that analogy was all really created so that we as humans would learn to take care of our physical before we took care of somebody else's physical. I'm turning it completely inside. It's the analogy still works, all right, but it's only inside. It's only your heart, only your soul, all right? So. Oh, I lost my spot. Yes, go ahead.
So anybody else have any comments? Raise your hand or just speak up.
Okay.
Oh, Songbird.
All right, Songbird.
I think there's an interesting thing happening in psychology, which is parallel to what you're talking about. Because Janet's also been familiar with internal family systems, and I'm starting to study it. And the whole thing is when you're talking about your spiritual energy, and that's the come from in order to meet everything, right? Is it that kind of your point?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah. So in IFS, it's really fascinating. It's that place of awareness. They're getting centered in, that observes our life, that isn't attached to everything, to deal with the internal emotional reactivity and, the different conflict inside. And I found it really fascinating these last couple of weeks. I do at my job now. I've got a good job where we have lead trainers that consult with us. And I ask questions like, what if somebody has an unembodied entity in them? How do you tell the difference between that and a part? And we had this big discussion.
Real quick, can you just explain what internal family systems is? Because not everybody knows what it is.
Oh.
Because we're not talking about other people.
Right. It's the same thing as Janet has always called the inner villages. When we respond to life, whatever's in the external world, we create little ways in which we respond. Based, what we feel is gonna help us in that situation.
Yeah.
So everything that we've interacted with has some sort of little software program on the inside.
Yeah.
And you label it as a part, this part or that part.
This is a trigger for that. This is a trigger for that.
Right.
And not just triggers either. It can be glimmers. It can be hopeful stuff, good stuff too. It's all of it.
Absolutely.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And how it all
Happy,
interacts.
Janet.
Well, not just that, but okay.
Yeah.
We can do morbid happiness, sure.
And it can be in conflict, right? You can have a part that wants something and what part
Okay,
that
can
don't.
we get back to the conversation, please?
Yeah, let's
Thank
get
you very
back
much.
to the self-energy. So the self-energy, and this question I had was, how do you tell the difference between a part and a disembodied spirit? And the lady said, when there is self-energy present, then the spirit can't come into the body.
Right.
And the place that you're talking about, as far as how to meet the complexity of the world, I realized watching Janet, that's what Janet has been doing all these years, is going into that more, that's referencing the expanded sense of self and dealing with all the chaos. And so that's just been an epiphany, lately. I'm starting to understand that psychology's starting to get it and have words for it.
Yeah.
And with the world in crisis at the level it is, and the level of transformation that we need to have to meet it, we're at this place where we have to grow spiritually, to move to the next level. I think that's what I'm saying is I think you're right on the point, and that's what we're all called to do now.
So Annie, what has her hand up?
Annie?
Annie, your turn.
Thank you.
I'd like it to be my
So I am very grateful for the freedom to choose, because ever since I was diagnosed, you get a lot of doom and gloom with diagnoses. And lately, all around, you see things happening. I know we're not talking about what's happening out there in the world so much. Can't wait for your talk on empathy, Dottie. But I choose to believe. I choose to believe what I choose to believe. And what I choose to believe is that I'm going to thrive, that I'm going to live, that I'm going to get through all of this, that every single bit of these challenges are mine to turn over, to create, but work with Creator, to open my heart, to believe, to know that I am well. I'm working my way towards well. And my appreciation for where I go for treatments, everywhere you look, the word believe is posted on the walls and everywhere around you. And believe is a freedom that I have, no matter what anybody says. I know what I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Annie.
I know it's hard.
Okay, back to Corey.
Hey, thank you. All right, so, you got ahead of me, but I'm gonna go there anyways, okay? All right. Now, yeah, like Annie, today's world, okay, so where do we look for answers? And internal family systems is one of the newer concepts. And is it good? Absolutely. Mental health professionals are so important for our mental health. But who's important for your heart health and not physical heart? Okay? So I love the fact that humankind is starting to use words like belief, faith, and they're starting to make changes because we're growing as a whole. But you don't have to grow with them, you can grow before them. All right? You stay in the muck of things, in the run of things, and wait till the rest of the universe catches up, we could be too late for yourselves. You could have had years of a different experience in your human life. Okay? Don't wait for the rest of the world to catch up. Do that heart energy work itself. So, it's a healing process. And we have healers in UCM that can walk that journey and help you. But you have to make the decision, again, of freedom of choice. Reach out if you're not sure. And again, you can go to a mental professional, and you do need to do that to correct things in your external life. And they can help you with the internal at times. But they're also taught through a school system which is in the head. I'm not trying to be against anything, I'm just trying to be clear. We actually have two systems here. Okay, one works with the head, one works with the heart. Some are trying to bridge the gap. And that's hard to do because logic overrides your heart. Logic can override intuition. Be careful. I know I have to stop myself. Even when I'm cooking, I have to stop because I cook via intuition, by the way, everybody. I have no recipes. Everything's up here, but it's here. This is where I cook from. All right. But sometimes my logic will override me, and it did on Thursday. And I lost a whole batch of meatballs because I did not listen to my center, I listened to my head. It's a simple thing, but see how critical it can be. All right, so pay attention, all right?
A whole batch of meatballs.
Yeah, I know.
It's really sad.
Oh,
That's
my.
sad.
Well,
That's very
fortunately, I
sad.
cut them up in little tiny pieces and gave them to my sister and told her to put them on her pasta. That works, but they weren't meatball shaped anymore there. So, all right, and one of the things too, that when we challenge ourselves at the heart level, fear comes into play. All right, that's why a lot of people give up their free will to an external being because they are afraid. It's not a judgment, it's a matter of fact. We are in fear. We are humans. That's part of our makeup is to be fearful. All right, it's our job to get beyond it. And that's your job. But the only place you can release fear is in the heart, not in the external. So we got to be careful there. All right? You okay? Okay. All right. Before I close, I want to remind everybody, I am going to assume, and if you haven't, I'm sorry, that everybody has seen Harry Potter movies. Right?
Yay!
Has everybody seen the end?
No.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deathly Hallows.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
we did.
So
We did?
I want you to go in your head, and if you can, revisit this. Everybody remember the part of the story that Harry meets Dumbledore in the ethers. And there's a little blob there, which is Voldemort.
Mm-hmm.
okay?
At the train station. At the white train, where it's
At the
all
white, yeah, I just do ethers on that, I don't even try to get to the visual, because the
Yeah.
visual is only for that, okay? All right, so the conversation is important. Listen to that conversation again with them. It is so pertinent to what we need to do. Even though it's a story, and there's a couple of stories that have come out that are helping us. But sometimes when we see them for the first time, we're not in that place. But this, the two figureheads in this movie died, right? Voldemort and Dumbledore died in this movie. What that brings up, though, is complete calm. If you look at going forward where Harry and the kids are now at the train station at the end, he becomes a teacher. They make changes in the world after they've worked on the inside. This whole story, all of Harry Potter is nothing more than working on your heart. Every bit of it. But you gotta know to look. You gotta know to look for it. Dad knows me. I just go pull out another movie. I'll say, hey, look at this. There's another movie called Dark Crystal. And it's an old movie. But it also reflects the same exact thing. You have to fix the internal before you fix the external. All right? So, and it's easy to...
And if you could only pick one, pick the Dark Crystal. Because there's only one movie and it's better. And there's no turf stuff with the creators and everything. Anyway, trans rights are human rights.
You like to move in the little pipe.
It's okay. So, by the way, guys, my beliefs change regularly. As I grow, my belief changes. As you grow, your belief will change, and it's okay. Don't get stuck in that little square box that says you have to be this way their whole life. No, you don't. Your perception of the world is also your belief. You don't always have to explain it or express it, but you have to believe it. It has to stay here with you. Because that's how, therefore, when you work on here on a regular basis, the external starts to change. And it's based on your belief in yourself. Okay? Envision on a daily basis great things happening for you at the soul level. Don't envision making $1 million or $1 trillion or things that are going on in the government, but where are you going to find comfort and calmness? All right, so freedom is your choice. They all need nurtured. Here's the difference. Spiritual freedom is what I'm talking about. Is seeking a God, source, whatever you want to call, without restrictions from religious groups and doctrines, allowing one to think freely and to feel freely and pursue spiritual growth without fear.
You wrote that. Very, very good.
That's beautifully
That is
said.
beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
One-
it's about time to pass the basket.
One second, I'm going to finish because I have one. I want to compare it to personal freedom real quick.
Okay.
Okay, refers to the ability of individuals to make choices and control in their own lives with undue interference from others or the government. That's considered a personal freedom. That's external, because you heard the word government in there. Talk about you. When you talk about freedoms, there are two. Stay with your spiritual freedom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Yay! And now we're gonna pass the basket.
Yes,
Hey,
Da, 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 da.
we are here today
Yes.
with great abundance and great love and great happiness and great thanks for Corey's talk.
Yes.
And we give thanks for all of these donations.
The two of us.
Yes,
Be careful of this cord.
We
yes,
donated
There we
via,
yes,
Zell.
yes, and you can donate
And be
during,
careful of the.
Be careful of the cord.
There we go. I said, love you, love the whole thing.
Well, I love the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got
PayPal, Zelle,
Songbird wants to help.
And remember that regular giving creates regular receiving.
Right. Thank you so much.
As we give, so we receive. As we give, so we receive. As we give, so we receive. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and I want to remind everybody that next week we're going to have our board meeting, and it's going to start at 11:30. So if you want to tune in and be on Zoom for an open board meeting, we here at CCL need to get more energy going, and each one of you has energy. That's what we've been talking about. And if you feel comfortable with CCL, representative of UCM, please put in your energy for us. That's what we need, is your energy. You don't need to be here. You don't even need to be out of your pajamas, but we just love feeling your energy and who you are and what you're doing in life is important to us. So please take a chance on us and do that. Now, thank you so very much. So is there somebody?
There is hope. Keep hope alive.
Thank you, Dottie and Janet. It was very nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank
you.
And okay, now each one of you say something. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever you want to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessed be.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Ronnie.